Hello everyone, I'm here back again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So in today's video, I'll be doing some damage comparison between the Ignite and Bleeding debuff damage. So I'll be testing this in the guild boss. And for the first team, I'll be testing the Ignite first. And to test this, I'll be using Bachelard, supported by 3 ladies here who are Evelyn Feston, Florence, and Darcy. The spells I'll be using will be just Agile Leap and Sudden Purgatory. But I'll be using the Sudden Defense Down from Evelyn Firstone because it's a much more powerful version. Alright, so we are now at the guild boss. I'll just apply one Ignite debuff using Bachelard's damage here, ability to see how much damage the Ignite can do to the boss. Okay, I'll put this at 1x speed to see the damage. So the damage dealt to the guild boss is around about 1774. Alright, so I'll retreat. Okay, we are on the second battle now. And then I'll perform again with a defense down from Evelyn Firstone. Okay, now I'll use Evelyn Firstone Vanguard that applies the 50% defense down. Let's see how much damage the Ignite can do with defense down now. I'll put this at 1x speed to see the damage. So the damage dealt is around about 2400, the highest one, and around about 2200, which is the minimum one. So give or take is around about 2300, around there, 2300 damage with the defense down. So that's like 30% improvement in damage with a defense down. So we can see that if you want to improve your Ignite damage, you need to apply the defense down so that the enemies will receive more damage. Alright, so we'll be testing the third time, and this time we'll be using Clarence's increased damage taken from her Rich Bloom ultimate ability. It increases the damage by 30%. And then apply Ignite. And now I'll use Evelyn Firstone Vanguard to apply the defense down. And now I'll just pass over to Bachelard for more Ignite. Alright, let's see how much damage the guild boss takes. It's around about the same, 2300 to 2500. So this means that the Ignite damage is not affected by the increased damage taken debuff. As you can see here, this is the one. So the Ignite damage, it does not improve with the increased damage taken, only with the defense down debuff. Alright, so that's basically it for the Ignite damage. So let's check out the bleeding team composition now. Alright, so for the bleeding team, I'll be using Scarlett to demonstrate bleeding damage there. Alright, so let's test out the bleeding damage, how much damage she can do without like the defense down or increased damage taken. Okay, provide more bonus turn to Scarlett. Alright, so the guild boss take his turn. And he received around about 1051 damage, true damage from there. They have already changed the damage font coloring. Instead of yellow, it's now like white. I think it's still the same. Alright, so this is the second test. Now this time we use the defense down from Evelyn Firstone to see if it affects the bleeding damage. Alright, the guild boss takes his turn again. Still the same, 1051 damage. Okay, the third time now. Now this time we will use the increased damage taken from Evelyn Firstone. And then with the defense down. For more bleeding. Alright, let's see the damage again. So it probably will be the same. Wow, 1051. So bleeding damage is not affected by the debuff such as like defense down or increased damage taken. Alright, so in conclusion from the guild boss testing between the ignite and bleeding damage, we find that the ignite damage can scale up much more better in comparison to bleeding because you can scale or increase the damage output of the ignite using defense down, as well as improving your hero stats with critical damage as well as attack. Whereas for bleeding, it's only attack stats up. And if you were to compare the hero stats on my heroes, let's say the Bachelard. So Bachelard currently has around about 4152 attack and 200% critical damage. And this alone, right, is already dealing like 1700 damage compared to my Scarlett's damage, which is only around about 1051. And Scarlett has even more attack stats than Bachelard there. So this is Scarlett's stats here. She has around about 4674 attack, 100% critical rate, and 228% critical damage. So there's a higher attack stats, but the output of the ignite damage is far too little. So hopefully the Ace developers will need to revamp it again. Maybe like increase the ratio of the damage output dealt by the ignite. So currently it's dealing around about 15% of the hero's attack stats. Then probably they can increase it double, like 30% or 25% of the hero attack stats. So if we were to increase like double, which is 30%, so the damage output of the ignite will be around about 2000, which is slightly a bit higher compared to the ignite damage. But ignite damage can further increase with the defense down, as well as improving your hero's critical damage stats. So for now, right, if you want to use the debuff as your damage over time debuff, bleeding is ignite would be the way to go compared to using bleeding, especially in the guild versus environment. Alright, so that's it for this testing. If you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, do click on the subscribe button and also ring the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video to this channel. And if you'd like to support me, I have a donation link in the video description, so you can take a look at it, as well as you can become a monthly subscriber at my Patreon site at patreon.com/Ayumilove. If you'd like to learn more about Awaken Chaos Era, I have created a website with guides in it, so you can visit the website there at ayumilove.net. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!